All right, we're here live. Somebody's not with us. He'll be with us momentarily. But I'm going to get into the show anyway. Lancaster, we're going to go solo with the big guy for a second. So thanks for watching Lancaster Connects. This is the show about small business, the battle on Main Street, David versus Goliath, how local small business right here in Lancaster and local small charities out Amazon, and really succeed here in Lancaster. We always look to highlight great businesses, great local charities, and that's what we do here on the show. So we want you to comment, please, if you can. Love the show, as I like to say, right? Like, give the little love reaction. Sorry for my twisted, that's what breaking my hands many times over the years does to me. But that's right, pure unbridled Jeff. Thank you, Jonna. See, I've got fans. Anyway, love the show. Actually, in the Facebook algorithm, hitting that love button does more for us than the like button. So smash that love button. And you can do that on anybody's page. It'll actually help them out a little bit more. So please do that. We'd love for you to do that. So comment, hit the love button. That'd be great. So this week, we're back to giving away a $25 restaurant gift card. So at the end of the show, anybody that comments, you'll get put in the prize-a-later. And at random, the prize-a-later will pick the winner. Also want to talk to you about something neat, where I think that's where my business partner is at. We've got these really great massage chairs. I spent time in mine last night after a long weekend, which we'll talk about here momentarily. But yeah, I think that is where Ben is at. He's in one of our massage chairs at the moment. I think we can show people that. But yeah, there he is. He's just kind of chilling. It's what Ben does around here. You know, he's the boss, so he gets to do what he wants. And he decided it was time for a massage chair break instead of being here from the start of the show. But anyway, yeah, so we have these wonderful massage chairs. The one Ben is in, I actually have in my home. It is amazing. Drew, our sales manager, purchased one for himself as well. Really does wonders for your body, stress relief. I'm into this whole breathing exercise. So when I get into that, that's also my time to really focus for a good 15 minutes on some deep breathing. And it is classic Ben, kind of just doing his thing, taking a break. That's actually opposite of Ben. Works very hard. But anyhow, so these massage chairs right now, we have a $500 savings in store on any massage chair that you choose. We can have one to you in time for Christmas. There's no doubt that we can make that happen. So for couples out there, for people out there where you're kind of hard pressed to figure out what you want to get for Christmas and you just don't need more things that you feel are needless, massage chair really can help improve your health, your well-being, your stress, muscle fatigue, muscle soreness, and just really keep you extra productive and happy. And that's what we do here. We help you wake up happy and we help you be happy. And those massage chairs are really great. So we have a $500 savings going on now. And still, certainly this week and next, if you were to order one, we'd have it to you for Christmas. So if you're looking for something for somebody special for Christmas and you're thinking this might be the fit, this will be a nice treat for yourself, for your spouse to have in your room. And really, they're kind of like recliners on steroids. So come on, check them out. We'll let you try them for free. And maybe if Ben gets out of that one, you can get into that one yourself and try it once Ben's done. But anyway, like I said before, you can win by commenting on the show. So get those comments in. We'll put you in the prize-a-later, and at random, the prize-a-later will pick the winner. And you can collect that prize anytime that we're open. Hey, Ben, break's over. Time to do the podcast.
You can do it on your own.
He says, do it on my own. Ben, get over here. Time to get over here.
All right.
So as Ben makes his way over, hopefully it's Cyber Monday, although I'd like to scratch out Cyber and just say it's Local Monday. Local, shopping local, supporting small business is more than just one day. It's really every day because it does help your community out. But we had Thanksgiving last week on Thursday. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. We had Black Friday. Hope you got some good deals in. We know a lot of customers here did too. And then Saturday was Small Business Saturday. We posted on our Facebook page, shared with you all of our sliding on into the podcast.
I'm so relaxed.
We can start now?
I'm relaxed.
We can start now. You're here. The talent has arrived.
Yes.
So I was just catching everybody up on the weekend. You had a good weekend. You were telling me all about it.
Did?
You had multiple dinners, Thanksgiving dinners.
Yeah, in years past, except for last year, everything was different last year. But, years past, we've been fortunate enough to have family close to each other, like my parents and my wife's parents. But that always meant two Thanksgiving dinners, like one at noon and one at 4. Well, I like to eat. So, that's good in and of itself. You get to eat 2 Thanksgiving Day meals, but I like to eat a lot. So you can't eat a lot at dinner 1. You have to pace yourself to get to dinner 2. So this past Thanksgiving, we broke it up. Went to my in-laws on Thursday, had a great meal there. And then we hosted 14 of my family on Friday. So it was our second time making a Thanksgiving meal, but first for this large of a gathering. So
nice. A
lot of fun. Have you made a full-on Thanksgiving dinner for a bunch of people?
Yeah.
You've done this. Okay. So you have it all planned out. You're prepared. Like we had lists, we had recipes, we were ready to go. But that last hour, like we're going to start eating at 4:00.
Oh, that's crunch time.
That last hour, but from 3 to 4, it was a blur. I don't know what happened. It was like we thought we were under control, and then like the turkey's not done, and we got to do this. And I used the wrong dish for the potatoes. Like Lindsay had dishes set out, one for the mashed potatoes.
You don't know your potato
stuffing.
dish?
It was, I just grabbed the wrong one, and I don't know. It was a whole thing, but it was good. The food was all good. The turkey was cooked.
It's amazing you even dress yourself in the morning. Potato dish. Everybody knows what the potato dish is.
That's right. That's right. What did you do?
Well, we had Thanksgiving dinner. Right? We get home, So yeah, the best thing about Thanksgiving is the leftovers.
Absolutely.
And in the fridge that night, Thursday night, 7:30. We ate early, probably I think we were pretty much wrapped up at 1:15. So about 7:30, I'm in the fridge, getting ready to make a little plate. And there's no turkey in the casserole dish from the leftovers.
Okay.
And Steph said, well, that was my mom's turkey. Like, what? What is this?
That didn't go over well, I'm sure.
No, so I just had a vegetable plate for Thanksgiving leftovers, which was
the vegan, the vegetarian. It
wasn't that great.
I
the
thought
leftovers
you
were great, but the missing turkey was
where I thought you were going.
Sad.
Chris has a question. Where I thought you were going is that you went
we did
over
stuffing
to
in the bird. It was fantastic.
You went over to your mother-in-law's house and
right in her fridge.
Turkey.
Give me that.
This was prepared in my oven.
Yeah, Steph said. Well, no, we went to her house.
Oh, okay. I get. Yeah.
We went to her house.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
But the logic was flawed because we made the green bean casserole because my wife makes a fantastic green bean casserole, and that's what the leftovers were in. But the logic was flawed because my mother-in-law made the sweet potatoes. She made the stuffing in the bird. That's the only way to do it. But Steph said it was her turkey. Well, I'm like, but it's her stuffing and sweet potatoes. It was totally flawed logic. It'll be all settled when we cook our 23-pound turkey later this month.
There you go. I'll put my green bean casserole up against Steph's.
Sounds like a deal.
Yeah. We'll have a bean cook-off.
A bean buffet.
There you go.
Anyway, I think that's enough banter at this point.
Yep.
I think you know who I am. I'm Jeff.
I'm Ben.
We co-own this fine establishment you see behind us, Gardener's Mattress and More. Right here in Lancaster, we're focused on helping you wake up happy. That's our whole goal. You can catch this great podcast, Lancaster Connects, on any podcast player you might listen to. So just search it up in your podcast search tool. You can find us on YouTube, find us on Facebook under the Lancaster Connects name and under the Gardener's name. We're like everywhere.
Everywhere.
We're
worldwide.
Omnipresent podcasts.
In the metaverse.
In the metaverse. Man, the metaverse. If you haven't picked up on the metaverse yet. It's getting up in my brain. We might talk about that a little more. Anyway, hey, so yeah, Christmas season. A little time to talk about this. This was in the paper. Going that way. So this is at Clipper Magazine Stadium. They do a wonderful Christmas light show. Christmas lights are something as I'm aging, I'm becoming more appreciative of. I get more. I decorated my lights on my house.
Yeah, the floods, right?
Well, no, I did the floods, and I did a candy cane pole with garland, and then we had some busted up garland, so I zip tied that together,
MacGyvered it,
and decorated the lights. I've been MacGyvering all weekend.
Yeah, so I did.
Anyway, Clipper Magazine Stadium, we got distracted.
Yeah,
looks like it's open most every day this month, or coming up here in December, soon to be December, starting in December. Looks like every day this month, except the 1st, 6th, and 13th. They're even open on Christmas Day.
Wow.
All right.
Yep.
And it looks like it's $20 a vehicle for up to 8 passengers, $30 if it's 9 or more. So I'm not sure what vehicle has.
Through.
Yeah, it must be the Amish fans.
Yeah.
Or the K+8 fans.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, Christmas lights at Clipper Magazine Stadium. And I know there's some really great people around the community that go like full on with Christmas lights.
Yeah. There's one up in Lidditz, maybe a couple up in Lidditz. We typically hit as a family. Got to hand it to the folks behind the Clipper Magazine Stadium, using their facility not only as a ballpark, but as a community center. Yeah, really, really cool experiences.
Way to go, together. Rob Liss, and
Ian,
and Steve.
Yes, we better get their names right.
Yeah, you got to get them all right. I think there might be a 4th guy, but he was the quiet one. So sorry, quiet one.
He's the what was the Seinfeld episode with the other guy? The other guy.
He's the other guy.
The other guy.
So you built something this weekend.
I did. I wanted a shelf in the basement. I don't have enough room for like a bar, but just like a little shelf to lean on, put your drink on, whatever.
Is that what this is?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. It's just there it is. It's a simple 4-foot wide shelf. Now I can't take credit for the design or the kit. I went on Etsy. They have a lot of really, really cool ideas and things like that. So I bought the pipe and the design from them, but I needed a piece of wood. And I could buy a piece of wood from Home Depot and try to stain it myself, but I know it would not look like this. So I went out and I did some searching on the Googles, and I found a company called Northeast Reclaimed Lumber in Ephrata, run by Troy, and really cool business. He does, of course, he cut that to the size I needed and stained it, reclaimed piece of barnwood. But scrolling through his Facebook page, which our wonderful producer Chris is doing, he does a lot of mantles. There's a cool mantle there.
Man, that's fast.
Ceilings, floors, bars. Just to scroll through his Facebook page and all the cool projects that he's been involved in and provided wood for. So I picked that up about a week and a half ago, and then installed the shelf, and looks great. It's a cool idea. It's a really cool idea for the washer and dryer. So I wanted to highlight them. I asked him I asked Troy if he wanted to be on the podcast, and he said he's not a podcast guy, but
kind of like the quiet guy at the Stormer Stadium.
Yes. And actually, I'm kicking myself now. He asked if I wanted a T-shirt, and I said, yeah, sure, I'll take a T-shirt. So he gave me a cool gray T-shirt. I forgot to wear it.
You were too busy worrying about your break in a massage chair.
That's right. It's at Northeast Reclaimed Lumber. Cool design. And I said, that's cool. Where'd you get the T-shirt? And he said, I got it from my buddy Chris from BigPlanetApparel, who just happens to be this week's Lancaster Connects
like it was
podcast guest. It's just, there he is. It's Chris Newcomer, everybody.
The one that got away.
He got away.
I said I went to high school with Troy as well.
Yep.
We went to Brownstown CPC together. Yeah,
that's what he said.
Crazy. Well, Lancaster. That's the fun Lancaster game, I'm sure.
Yep.
We can play it right now. Ben, you technically used to be my boss, for a solid couple of months.
Well, and Ben reminded me that, hey, we interviewed Chris to work for us on the sales team years ago. See, you forgot too.
totally forgot about that. Yeah,
It was like
absolutely.
gardeners.
That's why I said you're the one that got away, because we were ready to hire, and then you got a gig somewhere else, and then
Bigger, better things.
the big Planet Apparel was taken off. So anyway,
all of the things just culminated in me not heading back. Sorry, I'm sorry.
all the things culminated in just saying, "Yep, sorry, but no thanks, guys."
So we'll talk more with Chris in just a little bit. Chris, we're going to do a couple of things here.
Gotta pay the bills.
Paying the bills, and we'll have you back on.
Sounds good.
Do a proper interview with you.
Cool.
So just a reminder, we do prizes on the show. Keep on commenting. We'd love for you to share comments, ask questions, and we will answer them as best we can in the show. So you'll win a $25 gift card for a local restaurant if you put something in the chat. All right. You want to do your thing?
Sure.
And then I'll do my thing.
So the last few weeks, I'm the testimonial guy, I guess, reading them.
We'll switch that up maybe. We'll do that. That sounds like a New Year thing.
I'd like to read a sleep tip one time.
Well, I did write the book, but I guess in January we'll make that happen.
Yeah, there we go. But make a wish. So we've highlighted our books. I'll just hold up the other ones. Back Pain Solved. Fan books. These are all handwritten testimonials. Happy buying experience. This week I'm going to share one out of our mattress replacement success testimonial book. This person here, Teresa from Lancaster, said she had an old lump in the middle of an 18-year-old mattress, which caused painful sleeping. This mattress, she said, started out as a guest bed and then became her bed. So this is like a lot of our customers. They just have a mattress that they've had. Maybe it was passed down from family members. Somehow they ended up with this mattress. They let it go on and on and on. 18 years later, now it's got a lump and it's painful. So our team and Jeff and I, we are great at listening to our customers' needs and helping to make recommendations as to what would be a better replacement for that lumpy old mattress. So our process, how did we help in selecting the right mattress for her? She said it was excellent, great detail and information. Explained the latex mattresses, which are just over here to our left. Latex natural foam rubber is a wonderful way to obviously replace a lumpy mattress with a material that doesn't get lumps inside.
That's right.
And properly reduces
we can
pressure
explain
points.
why that is.
Absolutely. So she was just grateful, felt no pressure, informed about our mattress purchase. But like a lot of customers that walk through our door, she had a lumpy, old 18-year-old mattress. Needed replacement.
Yep. So that's the fan book for replacement. As Ben said, we have a handful of these. I think it's so cool. It's why we made them up into fan books, that our customers take the time to fill out these forms, send them back, in some cases drop them off. And I think that speaks a lot to what we do here. And I really like that our customers can speak for you or to you when we curate everything and present it to you, because we don't have to say we can help you. We certainly can, but our customers can share how we help them. And you have similar issues to our customers, because people are people, and we can certainly help. But I'm so happy that our customers trust us enough and take the time to share their experience with others in the way that they do. Sleep better tip.
Lay it on us.
I'm going to share a little bit of last night. Create a dreamy sleep environment. Your bedroom should be a place that you look forward to retreating to. Thumb through some magazines and get some ideas for creating that special atmosphere that will promote wonderful restorative tranquility, rest, and good quality sleep. The colors in your bedroom matter, and according to an article on sleep.org, believe it or not, people whose rooms are painted blue tend to sleep longer than those who get their shut-eye in rooms with different colors. So, yeah, we painted our room as of recent. Well, not we, the painter did, but our tone of color is blue and gray, and I will say it has helped. But the other thing that's helped is that we put a new comforter on that's just so nice and cozy, and I love the way it feels. And you weren't there. Why are you smiling?
I'm living vicariously through your comforter.
Don't live vicariously in my bed, man. That's for Steph and me. It's like he was in there. Anyway, you ruined my comforter. Ruined it. Anyway.
Tell your story.
I love my comforter. It's so great. And it was just so nice to get into there last night because it was a little chilly. And
are you using flannel sheets?
Comfy. We don't use flannel sheets.
You don't use the flannel.
No, I'm flannel's a little much for me. I like the comforter.
Okay.
You can have your own bed experience.
I like the
Stop getting in on mine. Anyhow, if you want a sleep, we've only done sleepovers when we travel. We've shared a hotel room once or twice. Anyhow, if you want sleep tips, we got way off track there. If you want sleep tips, go to Sleep Tips. More sleep tips in the Sleep Better book. Go to gardenersmattressandmore.com/sleep-better. We'll mail you out a copy of the book, your own copy, not all marked up like mine, but we'll mail you out your own. And we'll send that to you in the mail for free. Without too much further ado, Chris is like wondering, now I know why I didn't join these guys all those years ago. Chris, welcome back. Thank you for joining us on the show.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you. So you are the owner, founder, creator of Big Planet Apparel.
Yes.
So how did you get into screen printing?
So that started in ninth grade in high school. I took graphic design and printing. And so it was offset printing. It was learning like Illustrator issue number 4, and which is the computer program that goes with all that stuff. And then we did screen printing as well. So that's kind of where it all started in Bill Turner's class at Hempfield High School. So yeah, that's where the ball got rolling.
Well, so you developed a passion, would you say, or for screen printing, or something that you thought was fun to do or cool?
The whole class was kind of the first class that I started getting good grades in. I was like, oh, this is fun. And, that feels good to get good grades. Funny enough, I could have gotten better grades. There was one report we needed to do once a semester, and I just never did it. And so I was still a B+ student, and I could have been an A student, but that was homework. I just wasn't having that. So so it started in ninth grade. It grew to be something that I really enjoyed. After high school, I was kind of rudderless, didn't really have any idea what I was doing, bounced around a couple different states, and then ended up back here because I ran out of money, which is inevitable when you're 19 and try and make things happen. So a friend of mine said, hey, I know this screen printing company is hiring. You should just go work for them. And I was like, okay, cool. So I showed up that day, and my interview was like, well, what can you do? And I was like, I know how to screen print. And the guy was like, cool, go ahead and get started, which was kind of half true because I knew how to screen print, but I didn't know how to screen print, 200 shirts in a couple out. Like I didn't know how they wanted to do it. So I kind of fumbled my way through the first couple of weeks until I got the hang of it. It wasn't anything I couldn't pick up, but that's how it all kind of started, was just kind of fell into it because I needed a job, and then bounced around to a couple different screen printing companies. Some good, some bad situations. And in the back of my mind, I was always like, oh, I can do this, which is, the thought that all the entrepreneurs have. Like I could just do this on my own. I don't need a boss. I could just do this on my own, which is the single, dumbest thought you can have. And it's also the greatest thought you can have.
Simultaneously.
Yeah, both those things exist in the exact same vacuum tube. So in the back of my mind, I was like, I can do this. I can do this. So when I was 27, I bounced around quite a bit. Worked for Apple, worked for a camp. Still didn't know what I wanted to do. But I started collecting kind of screen printing equipment because I knew what I needed. So I started collecting it all. And then like spring of 2010, I actually started printing jobs for people. So yeah, it was just kind of, local friends that needed some stuff done, a couple churches that, needed some, some stuff for the winter retreat for the youth group. And then, the first 4 or 5 years, I made no money. And not in the fun, like accountant way where they're like, oh, you lost money this year, but really you made money. I really lost money this year. Like actual money. It was a negative balance. So then stuff started to pick up after that. I landed a couple of decent sized clients in the area and stuff just started to take off. And then I want to say about 4 and some change, I left my job and started doing this full time. And since then, it has grown. Since I left my job, it's been a crazy skyrocket to the moon kind of thing. I didn't think it was going to go that well, but here we are.
Fantastic.
Well, that's a commonality of a lot of successful businesses is when the owner, the founder, the creator cuts the cord on everything else and just throws themselves in because there really is no other option to succeed then, right? Because it's your sole focus on what you're doing. So what types of things are you screen printing? Why don't you share with our listeners what you do?
Yeah,
screen print
So we've expanded a little bit. We do screen printing and embroidery, and we also do direct-to-garment printing all in-house. And what that means is, so screen printing is the kind of stuff that you've seen on T-shirts your entire life. It looks and feels exactly like, your sports shirts from high school kind of thing. The whole way to the stuff that you get at Target kind of, all that kind of stuff is screen printed. Embroidery is, kind of for nicer business apparel kind of thing, kind of stuff. Or people like to, generally we embroider stuff on hats. So, hats, T-shirts, that kind of thing. And then direct to garment printing is meant for small run kind of stuff. So like less than 12. We have a printer that it looks exactly like a LaserJet printer, except it prints directly right on T-shirts. So we can do, small run stuff the whole way to, we just did an order at 12,000 that got done last week. So that was quite the hill to climb.
I saw a Rhoda marketing T-shirt there on your website, Matthew Rhoda.
Yeah.
So he's been on our show before. Yep. That's cool.
Yeah. So we probably have a lot in common. So Matt Rhoda is my connection there. We did some shirts for him, and then he did our website. So, Rhoda Marketing got Matt and Adam do our website. They're great guys. I can't say enough good stuff. They got to the top of Google. I mean, I didn't know how to do it. I mean, I spent years on like page 497, and then seemingly within a month, I was at the top.
Yep.
Working with somebody who knows what they're doing there is the key. Absolutely.
Yep.
Crucial. Yep. So, you mentioned Rhoda Marketing. He's I would say maybe a smaller client with his business. What other types of businesses and organizations? I mean, you mentioned a 12,000 shirt order, and I think you published on your own Facebook page you had a 25,000 shirt order. That's a lot of shirts.
It is. That's for. So I can't tell you what client that is because it's a wholesale situation that went through a broker, but it was in the Philadelphia area. But some of our bigger clients are like Comcast and like Eurofins. And I don't mean like your local Comcast. I mean like the, like down in Philadelphia, me dropping stuff off, at 1700, George Washington Lane. I think they actually probably did rename the street. So, so we've done stuff for, Fortune 500 companies. That stuff kind of gets shipped all over the country. We do stuff for Eurofins, which is a big pharmaceutical company. Obviously, in the last couple of years, pharmaceutical companies have grown substantially. So we do like some online kind of stores for them as well. And we can get into talking about that too as well. That's a new cool avenue that we have for business, for medium to large businesses. So our clients range anywhere from guys that kind of want to start their own line of stuff and they want to get a couple pieces and see what it looks like and see if anything sells, the whole way to, Fortune 500 companies. The sky's kind of the limit, which is cool. So the 12,000 piece order was part of the 25,000 piece order. They're just doing it in sections, which actually is kind of nice. 25,000 all at one time is,
I'd lose count.
It was a headache.
Yeah, I'd lose count. So since you can't say it, I'm not asking to name it. I'm just going to take a couple of stabs at it, and you don't have to confirm or deny. But
yeah, go ahead. Yeah, sure.
You said it was, Philadelphia is a big geographic location. If I had to guess, it'd be 25,000 shirts for Eagles Break My Heart.
Drop pass on the shirt.
Listen, I feel like we could probably sell 25,000 of those shirts in Philadelphia because they break my heart every Sunday. I don't know.
Podcast just went.
How do you trade Foles? He won the Super Bowl for us. Like what?
Just went off the rails.
How do you trade Foles? Carson Wentz has done nothing but get injured.
We could spend hours on this topic.
At least Wentz is going to get us another first-round draft pick. Then we'll pick the wrong guy, and another team will benefit from
and
that.
then we'll get Bill Johnson from nowhere, from Millersville. Like,
how he's going to draft the water boy from Millersville next?
I saw a funny meme sort of post today about Philly sports and the disparity. Sixers have lost 8 of 10, Flyers have lost 8 of 10 and 6 in a row. Eagles are cruising towards a playoff berth from like the depths of, and that happened yesterday. And what was the other one? Oh, Phillies, the Phillies are the Phillies. They're just, they're going to make all the wrong moves and develop the farm.
And the loss was just, all that was needed to win the game was 2 touchdowns, which we had, but they get called back.
Dropped.
It's every time you're like, oh, we're gonna have a decent season, and then it just gets flushed. Like, being a Philly fan, it's tough. It's tough.
So Chris, our podcast host, is asking a question. But before we get to Chris's question, I believe Chris is a Lions fan. Isn't Chris a Detroit Lions fan?
I think he is.
And they lost, 16-14, was it? On Thanksgiving Day, their 10th, I think, straight Thanksgiving Day loss.
Haven't won.
And they haven't won since.
It's not really a thing they do.
A couple of years, maybe? I'm sorry, Chris.
Yeah.
Chris, what was your question?
Yeah, Chris, our producer had a question for you. So how have print-on-demand services affected your business? And what are the benefits of ordering shirts through apparel companies?
Yeah. So that is a fantastic question because here's the thing. The kind of services that like the online retailers provide and the kind of services that we provide are very similar. And they're similar in quality and they're similar in price and similar in all those things. The biggest benefit that we see, at least for our customers, is there's somebody to talk to that's local. They can talk to a person. They can come to you. Anybody can come to my shop anytime you want. The door's always open. So if you want to see your stuff getting done, feel free. I mean, it's kind of a boring process, but feel free to come over. The other thing is there is like the customer service aspect of it. There is also the quickness as well. Some of these other companies are in other locations. They have to ship stuff to you. If we absolutely need to get stuff to you, inside your time frame and, you're around the corner from us, I'm happy to drop stuff off. I think those are kind of the biggest, like, kind of touch, exactly what you think would be the touch of a small business would be the thing that kind of separates us from, the really big guys that, they don't care if you come or if they go, if you order 25,000 pieces from some of the big boys, they're like, great, thanks. And they don't think about it or care. But when you order 25,000 from us, like, that's a big order, and we take it very seriously and do everything that we can to, knock it out of the park for you as soon as possible. So I think that's kind of the big difference between like what websites can offer and what like your local kind of shop can offer to you.
Yeah. Well, and I'm sure it's happened where the customer's designed, or you've collaborated on a design, and it just the finished product just doesn't look as great as you think it would be. And the advantage would be you can see it the first couple runs or the first couple pieces, and you're like, this just isn't like we all thought it'd be cool, but it just ain't working out. Kind of like.
So there's that, and then there's also like it's hard to tell what a color is going to look like on a shirt unless you're seeing it on a shirt. And if you want to come by and see, our ink colors, I'm happy to show you. We can take all the time that you need to, take a look at all those different aspects. You want to feel the shirt, there is a big difference between like a Gildan shirt or like an American Apparel shirt. There's a big softness difference. There's a quality difference there. So people want to feel those differences. You can totally come by anytime you want, and you don't have to guess and then you get them and you're like, this was okay, but I'd rather done something else or something maybe a little bit cheaper, more expensive. So all those different kinds of customizations are available. Like, you can come hang out with us all day. If you order enough shirts, I'll take you out to lunch.
Very nice.
Do you do the design in house? Detroit Lions.
Yes, that's funny. I guess ours is rebuilding since 2008. Yes, anybody. Well, I guess the Eagles. Whatever. It feels like 8 lifetimes ago, and it was only like 4 seasons ago. So anyway, that comment threw me off. But to answer your question, yeah, we have design services in house. You can talk to either Rich or Adam. Both, do those kind of things. That is really just a matter of a phone conversation. Talk with those guys. They do some mock-ups for you. If you like this aspect of it, you don't like certain things, you don't want a line here or there, whatever it comes down to, we get it as close to what you want as humanly possible. And then I'm good with never doing lunch at Smith's. It's fine. So
our comment, you might
I get razzed because I live in Columbia, but I don't love living in Columbia, and I'm going to get a bunch of crap for that, but whatever. So all that to say, yes, we do have design services in-house.
Nice.
That's a long way of saying that.
For our listeners, in case you were wondering, one of our watchers commented, lunch at Smith's. Smith's is I guess a Columbia restaurant. I'm not 100% familiar. And Chris was like, I've been there a lot, but John wants to go to lunch at Smith's, so maybe we'll have to make that happen. And apparently Smith's is a place to go in Columbia. So there we go. Lancaster Connects, making connections.
That's what we're all about.
That's what we do. Let's talk about a little give back to the community. So where's your heart at, Chris? What do you like to see? Where do you like to help? Either donations or time?
Yeah. So this is, for the longest time, I thought I thought I didn't care about this aspect of life at all. Like, I was just like, I'm not passionate about any one particular, nonprofit over another. They all seemed like they were good to me. I worked at a place in Maryland called North Bay Adventure Camp. And it was a really cool experience. I was a chef there for a couple of years. And, it was a really positive impact on kids. And when I moved back to the area, I was like, oh, that was a cool kind of chapter of life. And I'll never, go down that road again. But I found out that actually Lancaster schools started going to North Bay. So it's really cool for me to, if I have charitable money to donate, that's kind of where mine goes. It's a great camp. What they do is they have a week of camp or a week of school at the camp, and the kids come and learn about nature and healthy living and leadership and those kind of things. And it's it's a fantastic place. I had the time of my life there, made some lifelong friends. And I, from going from some seemingly not caring about that aspect of life to, this is really something I really like to do. I enjoy, promoting, and wherever I can, it's a cool experience for kids as well.
And you said Lancaster School District, they send their kids there for a week.
They do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I did a talk at Arbor, the Mix at Arbor Place. And I found out that like all the kids from like Lancaster City schools were going to North Bay for the week. So it was, it's really, I didn't think I'd ever have a connection with that place again. And then it turned out that like all, the kids in the area are going there. So I thought that was absolutely really tremendous.
Cool. And that's called North Bay Adventure Camp.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. And they're in Northeast Maryland, which sounds like I'm giving directions, but that's the name of the town.
Yeah. It is. You head northeast to go northeast from DC, or head northeast to get to northeast. Well,
that's right.
One of the things we do here is we donate to cool charities. So we'll make a little donation to them since you're on our show.
Fantastic.
And you decided to talk about them. Yeah, that's cool. It's always neat to find like what our guests are into. It's a neat way for our listeners and watchers to hear about new charities. And as you heard, I mean, Chris, you donated your time there to do some cooking, which was cool. And that's the thing. Like we always talk about, you can donate money, and every charity needs the money, but they also do need time. They need volunteers to affect the mission. So we always remind our listeners, if it's just not in the checkbook, so to say, to donate, maybe find some time in the week or the weekend that you can help these charities out. And whatever, like Chris said, whatever you're passionate about, I'm sure there's something out there. If you like dogs, there's tons of dog rescues. Cats, same thing. Homelessness off the streets is a great one we'd like to support around here.
And the thing about finding like, your kind of niche per se is like, just think of stuff you like to do and then kind of, reverse engineer it. Like for me, it was, it's cool to, I am the biggest, I'm the 39-year-old, 12-year-old for the rest of my life. So, having a balloon fight with kids and, that kind of thing. And, making an impact, positive impact in that way is just something that I thought was so cool. And, you're just like, what do I think is cool? And just kind of find something that fits you. You don't have to do some kind of charity thing you don't like. Like, I think a lot of people think that where it's some sort of prison sentence. And it doesn't have to be. You can do something you love. Like you said, you can do stuff with dogs. The SPCA always needs volunteers, and you can hang out with puppies all day. Who doesn't love that?
Yep. They always need to walk the dogs, for sure. So, yeah, very cool. Well, as we wrap up, so you work with small companies, medium companies, large companies. If you're looking to open up a shop and you want to test some stuff out, people can work with you that way. What about like it's Christmas season time? What if you want to make like a goofy gift for that uncle or aunt, or world's greatest dad or mom, or like print a photo? Can you do stuff like that?
Stuffing in the bird.
Stuffing in the bird.
Stuffing in the bird shirt. Yeah. So the great thing about the direct-to-garment printer is we can do small run stuff. We say it's 2 to 3 pieces is kind of the minimum for that. If it's simple enough, we can do 1 piece for you, but it's got to be fairly non-complicated. But yeah, so I mean, if you're looking to do like if you got 4 or 5 people in the family and you want to do like a Santa come this way kind of t-shirt for Christmas Eve or something like that, we can totally still get that done for you cool. As well.
Great. And I guess like reunions and family events are always good. If you've got that,
absolutely.
Yeah, if you've got that charity that you as one of our listeners and watchers are helping, and you've got an event, please think of Chris as somebody that could help out and print up the event t-shirts or the staff volunteer t-shirts or clothing or apparel. So yeah, it sounds like you can do a whole bunch there. I've actually had some ideas for my own brand. So I'm going to reach out to you about that.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Get the Lancaster Connects guest discount card.
That's right.
It's a punch thing. You got
12 shirts, you get the 13th free.
That's Something like that. Yeah, sure, we'll figure that out.
That's a Seinfeld reference. The 13th sub.
Yeah. Well, what was he? Was she a privateer? She was a
submariner.
Submariner. Yes. That's the Festivus episode, which is coming up.
We will get Festivus in before we break for the year.
We should have a Festivus episode.
I find tinsel distracting.
Yes, we should have a Festivus episode.
We have an episode where we get to air the grievances. A lot of problems with you people.
Feats of strength.
Yeah.
Write that one down.
Yeah. Well, on that note,
I had to put.
On that note, we're gonna take a break, Chris. We got a few questions for you in our connection cocktail, but we got a couple other things to go over, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so hang tight.
Sounds good.
All right,
cool.
So as I've said before, we do prizes on the show. We've had a handful of comments so far. So if you want to get in on it, comment now. Give us a Seinfeld reference comment if you want, or a charity you like as a comment. So other people watching can maybe connect with that charity that you find inspirational. We're going to make that donation to North Bay Adventure Camp. That sounds very cool. A week of being outdoors, canoeing, water balloon fights. Seems like Seems like you can learn some stuff. So that's cool.
That's some of my favorite memories from childhood are times that I was away at camp, like an overnight camp sort of thing.
I went to Camp Susquehanna, I guess it is. Is that what it's called?
You were there.
Yeah, I know, right? I guess that's what it's called. And
sounds like there would be a camp there.
I tried to impress a girl with my canoe paddling skills, and I tipped the canoe over and sunk it to the bottom of the lake. It didn't work. Anyhow, but yeah, a lot of good memories at camp. So we'll get a check out to North Bay Adventure Camp. We spent the last 2 weeks expanding our warehouse. Yeah. We didn't get any photos to our producer.
No, that was on me.
The warehouse is big. Now it's this big. Just
right over here.
Yeah, it's right over there.
This wall. They can't see.
But yeah, what this basically means is we've got more in stock for cash and carry. It doesn't always have to be cash. It can be credit cards.
Cash and carry is just
it's the vernacular.
Saying.
Yeah, it's the thing.
Yeah.
But and literally we mean carry because it's not just the internet that gets mattresses and boxes. Gardner's has mattress and boxes too.
We have a whole trailer full.
We have a whole trailer full now, a whole bunch. And just a little inside ball. I really think in the next few years you're going to see a lot of quality bedding, luxury bedding come compressed and rolled in a box. Actually are very nice latex mattresses that I sleep on, and some of the others here do too. They come compressed and rolled in a box and have been for a long time. It's a wonderful logistic, but
it has nothing to do with quality. It's simply the ability to ease shipping.
Yep.
And
minimize damage.
Costs. Minimize damage. Absolutely.
Yep. Easier handling. So literally this stuff can fit in the backseat of your car. We've gotten a queen mattress and like a little Ford Focus type of thing. So if it's that time of year, we had a message come in this morning on Google where somebody was looking for a new mattress for their sofa bed. Obviously they're thinking about guests. So think about your guest room, think about your sleeping areas. And if you love them enough to make them comfortable and have them wake up happy to mildly okay, because if they're too happy, they might stay too long. But we can help out. We've got a range of product to help you there. So we've got more of that in stock, and come on and get it.
Yeah. I love the new trailer. It's pretty cool. Every time I walk in the warehouse, it's like,
I can tell the whole I have these ideas in my head and I have a hard time communicating them. And I could tell along the way, Ben was like, "Oh boy, Jeff really swam us out to deep water here." There were no plans. Like the Masons show up, and like there was
where do you want the hole?
Yeah, there's like no plans. Nobody measured or anything, and it just kind of came together. It was all up here, and it all came out just fine, didn't it?
It worked out really well. Yep.
It did. So anyway. On that note, it's connection cocktail time. Da-da-da-da. There we go.
Chris is back.
Chris is like, "Where's the booze?"
He's just impressed by your dun-da-da-da.
Yeah. All right, you want to kick it off?
Yeah, let's do this, Chris. We're going to get personal. What is your favorite thing to do in Lancaster?
Okay. Favorite thing to do in Lancaster. Me and my wife love going to Decades. We're big gamers, so love playing the vintage game. And the food is killer there. It really is. And so it's probably two things. I thoroughly enjoy going to Barnstormers games too. I'm a huge baseball fan, and my wife wasn't, but now she loves going to Barnstormers games. So Barnstormers and Decades. I'm going to combine those two one night, and it's going to be a long night, and I'll have to stay up past 9:30. So I don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, you have to go to like a Sunday 1:00 game and then go to Decades to cap it off.
There you go.
I don't know. Yeah, but then that's still, I'm almost 40, so that's a long day.
You can't use Decades for this answer. What's your favorite restaurant?
Okay. I try and spread it around and not go to the same places too many times because there's, a ton of great restaurants in Lancaster now. The last really cool dining experience I had was at the Bread Peddler on what's that? Is that on Orange? Coming out of the city?
It's on 123 Bread Way.
Yeah,
just like on Comcast. One Comcast Square.
So the Bread Peddler had amazing breakfast taco there. Wow. The food is phenomenal.
Breakfast taco. That sounds like something I'm into.
Looks like producer Chris is on his A game here, bringing it up.
Look at that.
Yeah, I think that's what I had right there. It was out of this world.
So they're like a breakfast lunch sort of place? It
seems that way. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, you can technically do breakfast any time of the day.
That's true. I did it for lunch today.
Yeah.
I'm regretting my choice and not going with the Bread Peddler, though.
Third question.
Go for it.
Have you ever ridden in a buggy?
I guess to think about it.
I think we're going to get I've ridden in a buggy mobile.
Yes, I have. But it's been a really long time. And it was when I was a kid, we did like the Lancaster touristy kind of stuff.
Yep.
So yes, I have been in the buggy. Yes.
Okay. Right.
I have a funnier buggy story if you're interested.
A funny what?
So if you haven't, I have a funnier buggy story than that.
All right.
So a buddy of mine lives on one of those trails where they bring tourists around. Like he lives in a farm area, but he's not Amish. But his house is situated on one of those roads. And we were standing out front with a bunch of seemingly tourists they looked like they were from New York. That there was a lot of Yankees paraphernalia. That's kind of tipped us off. So I just looked over at we're just standing in the front yard and all these people just think you're Amish because you're from the area.
Right.
So, so I looked over at my buddy and I said, so I robbed a guy and they're still looking for me. And then made sure I made sure I said it loud enough that everybody could hear me. And the faces on the kids just dropped like, what is going on?
Mommy, you told us these Amish people were nice.
Right.
This guy's a bank robber.
Right. Exactly. That's exactly what I want people from New York to now think is, I want in my head, my dream scenario was that kid went back to school and they're like, hey, what did you do this summer? I'm like, I found out that Amish people are bank robbers. Like that was my dream scenario in my head for that comment.
And they've moved to jeans and hoodies, right? That's
right. Exactly.
No, man. Well, thanks for playing along, Chris. Thank you for being a guest. I've loved seeing your journey with Big Planet Apparel. I remember when you launched the business and launched your website and, now you've got employees, you're making thousands of t-shirts. That's fantastic. That's awesome.
It's been a crazy ride. And thanks for having me. I really appreciate being on the show. The future's looking bright. I got no complaints at all.
Yep. Very good.
Well, thanks for joining us. And actually, we've got some ideas for t-shirts and apparel here at the store. So we'll be up.
Look forward to talking to you guys about it.
Yeah, we'll reach out about that as well. So thank you so much, Chris. Thanks for joining us. A couple more things before we depart. If you want to be a guest on the show, have some fun, talk about your business, talk about your charity, talk about things you like to support in the community, other charities that are you're passionate about, fill out the form at lancasterconnects.com/guest, and we'll have you on the show. All right. Love to feature local businesses, kind of like coming up, doing good, build from scratch, like Big Planet Apparel, or really any kind of business here. As long as you're doing the battle on Main Street, big versus small, out Amazoning Amazon, on the business side, on the charity side, we definitely want to have you on the show. So lancasterconnects.com/guest. And again, you can watch this show on YouTube, on Facebook, both on the Gardeners channel, Lancaster Connect channel, and on our Facebook pages. And of course, on any podcast player that you might choose to listen to. And there's like a ton of them. We're like everywhere.
Yeah. Worldwide.
You get your dose of Lancaster Connects and Ben and Jeff when Ben decides it's like time to come do the podcast and not take break.
I think that's where I'm going to start every show.
Yeah. You want to fire up the prize later?
Yeah. Let's get that thing going. I saw some comments coming in. Somebody is going to win. Oh, there they are. Somebody's going to win a $25 gift certificate to a local Lancaster restaurant.
Jonna wins.
Chris almost won. Our podcast producer almost won.
We have to do disclaimers, like the whole friends and family of said corporation can't win.
They can't win.
We have to have all the legal stuff. But anyway, congratulations, Jonna. Jonna's our super fan. If there's anybody that's deserving of a prize, it is Jonna.
Yep. What was the restaurant?
Smith's. I'm not sure if we have one there, but
we don't. But maybe.
We have other gift cards. Anyway, Jonna, congratulations. Thank you for tuning in. Folks, thanks for tuning in to this episode. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We are in Christmas season. It is the reason for the season to be giving. Think of all we're blessed for. We really are a blessed society. And keep that spirit alive through this weekend, through the next weeks, and into the new year. That's this show.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. We'll see you next week.